Welcome back to the Midnight Who Show, and today we're going to be reviewing episode 3 of Loki. So last week, at the end of the episode, the Loki variant revealed herself. And in this episode, we get a lot more about this character, and we get to see her a lot more in action in this episode, as she is now forced to kind of team up with Loki to get off of planet Latimus, which is about to be destroyed. We do learn her name in this episode is Sylvia. And she definitely has a different type of powers than Loki. I will say in this episode, it was a pretty enjoyable dynamic between the two of them. Because the banter between them, how each of them are a little bit different. She's a little bit different than a Loki, and it's just a great dynamic. And how they're trying to figure out how to get off this planet and how they clash with that. I did really enjoy that. Now, it's kind of really interesting, though. We learn a lot more about the TVA. We get a big reveal about the TVA in this episode. It'll be interesting to see where this heads to in the future, because it's a pretty big reveal that Loki's like, oh, well, So it really starts questioning the true motives of the TVA. It'll be interesting. Now, I will say the one thing that this episode lacked, I thought, was Mobius. I really missed that dynamic between him and Loki. It just was gone in this episode, because Loki was on a planet with Sylvia, and I just felt that was I just didn't like that. Now, this is the weakest episode so far of Loki. But there were still a lot of good moments. Like, a lot of the fight scenes in this were really well directed. I really enjoyed the one where they were on that train. That was a great scene. And, the set design on this planet was really good. It really made me want to watch, it really made me remind me of, like, a Star Wars adventure. And even Guardians of the Galaxy with a lot of the colors that were used in this episode. That neon aesthetic. I really enjoyed that. And, they're trying to get off this planet. And they have to figure out a way. Because now, well, Loki kind of destroyed the only way off the planet. Because this is another apocalypse. So they're probably not going to create any new timelines from this. Even though right now the TVA is probably a little bit in disarray right now. But yeah, this is a pretty okay episode. I think the biggest problem is, at least for me, is I don't think it needed to be this short. It felt really, weird to go from, these longer, 40 minutes episodes to lose a little bit more time. I just thought it was weird. I guess they wanted to have that cliffhanger, which is a really good cliffhanger. I'm excited to watch the next episode. But, I don't know, this episode just felt just not as good as the others two. But there's still 3 episodes, so there's definitely a lot more that the show can do, and I'm really hopeful in the near future what these next 3 episodes will give us. Because I think there's a lot of good moments still to be explored in Loki, and I'm really excited to watch the next episodes. So if you've seen episode 3 of Loki, what did you think of it? Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.